So we got a good video today. We got a good ass video. Like, let me tell you. So we're gonna talk about the time I was in my grandma's, nursing home. And let me remind you, this nursing home, like, isn't though, you walk around, do whatever you want. This is like they lock all the doors, because these people are in like the Alzheimer's section, so they don't even know what's happening. Like, yeah, it's terrible. Alzheimer's is really bad. And a lot of them try to escape. A lot of them go crazy, but there's this one lady. She is just a full-on savage. And so we're at the nursing home, and it's like the fourth day she moved in, and this is gonna be over a couple day period. So I'll let you know. So the first day we go in there, she's like eating lunch, and we walk her down. We're like, hey grandma, we're gonna eat some lunch. She's like, okay, cool, awesome. She eats her food in like 3 minutes because she just like stuffs it all down really fast. She's always done first, always done. Then this lady sits down, and she goes, I don't want to be here. And then the lady's like, well, you gotta eat. She's like, what the fuck is this shit? She goes, Jesus Christ, this food is terrible and I hate this place so much. And I'm just like, I can't even help myself at this point. And she's just complaining the whole time. And then she's like, yeah, you guys get paid to take care of old people. And I'm like, oh, great. And she's like, okay, you need to chill out, or we're going to put you back in your room. So this lady, full on, just pushes the cart of food all down. I'm like, oh, great. So the food is down. She's over there flipping out. She's like 80 years old. Let me remind you, like 80 years old. She has Alzheimer's, and like she's pretty fully functional. Like she knows what's going on. And so far, yeah, she's freaking out. And I'm like, Grandma, let's eat your food. We'll go back there. And then that day was over. So we just took her back. She went to sleep, whatever. Then we come back a couple days later, and then this is where it gets really good. So we're back the next day, and this lady, she's like, she sits down, and she looks across the table, and we're already there, and she clearly just does not like this place, and she looks around, and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna name her Nancy. They're like, okay, Nancy, we're gonna have Elma sit next to you. And then she goes, no, I don't like her. Oh, okay. I'm over there just eating with my grandma. I'm like, okay, grandma, like the daily thing. Like we have to keep her on schedule. Like it's how it works there, in that section, because the thing that she deals with. And she's like, yep, I don't like her. I hate her. She's a bitch. She's mean to me. She tried to cut my hair. I'm like, oh shit. So basically, yeah, so she just said, I don't like her. And then the woman's like, okay, you have to get along with everybody. You guys are nice here. And she's like, no, I don't. I'd rather be dead. I'm like, oh. She like just straight up says she'd be dead, but she's like 80, Alzheimer's, like it's eventually coming soon. That's so basic. She knows what's happening. She's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die soon. And then she sits her down and she just stares at her and she's like, hey. And then the lady can't hear her. She's like really like deaf. Like she's like borderline like deaf. And then she goes, are you talking to me? She goes, yeah, I am talking to you. She goes, I want to say one thing to you. She's like, fuck you. I don't like you, you nasty woman. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm over there kind of just like laughing at this point. And my sister's laughing, and she turns around, and she goes, what are you guys laughing at? Like, what's so funny? And I was like, nothing, ma'am. I'm like, I'm just having a good day with my grandma. She's like, I don't like your grandma either. I was like, whatever. I'm like, you don't like my grandma? Whatever. My grandma's like, she's so mean to me. She stole my pillow. I'm like, okay. I'm like, she stole my grandma's pillow. This is where I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, you steal my grandma's pillow. She's like, no, I didn't. And then the next day, she stole her rosary. Because my grandma's Catholic. She stole her rosary. And then it becomes a thing. She stole my grandma's pictures, rosaries. I don't know if it's like the Alzheimer stuff, going on that she can't. Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. But she straight up just doesn't like this. And then we come back the next day. Like, we visit her a lot. And then we're eating lunch again. And she has her head down. She goes, yep, I'm going to die. I just want to die. I hate this place. I hate it. And at this point, I was like, oh, geez. I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, personally, like, I'm kind of sick of it. Like, I'd rather just eat lunch with my grandma inside her room. and not deal with this psycho lady. And so basically, I mean, not really the end of the story, because it gets even better. So we, let it off a couple weeks, and then we go back. This happens like 3 days ago. Like, probably, yeah, like 3 days ago. And we go there, and we're sitting there, and she goes, "This food is absolutely shitty." And she gets her fork and just like smashes it down, and it's like one of those, like, it's a metal, it's not a plastic fork, it's a metal fork, and she like bends it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, she's got superhuman strength, this old lady. She's like strong as hell. Not really, it's just a metal spoon. But yeah, she bent the spoon, and then she proceeded to try to stab one of the old ladies, and luckily she couldn't reach, because they're really separated when they eat lunch. Like, there's only like 3 people per table, and they're really separated, like around like a giant, like, triangle type of area. So she tries to stab her. That's what happens, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just like, another crazy day at the place. And then eventually yeah, the nurse was like, yeah, you can't be here anymore. So that she actually put her in a room where she eats in her room now by herself, and she doesn't do anything. So, like, good for her. That's basically the end of the story. It wasn't, I mean, this lady just went full on savage. Like, she's like, I hate this place. This food sucks. But that's all she said. And she pushed over a cart of food, and she told the lady to, like, fuck off. And she tried to stab a lady. This lady is crazy psycho. Like, I don't know how long she's got left, but, like, I think she was a savage back in her day, and she still is to this day. And I gotta give her props. I don't want to be stuck up in some nursing home my whole life, not whole life, but like when I'm like 60, 70, 80. But, you gotta live your life to the fullest, and then you'll be in a nursing home with old ladies trying to stab them. I guess that's what the moral of the story is here. But if you like the story, guys, like and subscribe. This is the second video I'm going to be posting, so thank you guys very much. I hope you guys liked my last video about Cedar Point. Yeah, so thank you guys very much, and I'm out.